And speaking of 16th ranked BYU gymnastics, we'll get right to our next guest, Natasha Marsh, who is a specialist in basically every event for Guard Young's BYU team. Natasha, welcome to Studio B.
Welcome.
Okay, what's more nerve-wracking, being on live television, talking to us two yahoos, or performing on the balance beam?
Probably this. Balance beam isn't, I don't know, it's not as nerve-wracking as you would think.
Okay, with thousands of people watching, how is that the case?
I don't know, I just feel really relaxed when I get on the beam. Like, I don't know, I feel more relaxed on the beam than when I'm taking a test or when I'm talking to most people, I guess, even. I don't know, it's just like I'm kind of in my element and doing what I love to do.
When did you realize, okay, I want to pursue gymnastics, but I want to compete in college? Like, you have to be real serious about it to do it.
So I started gymnastics when I was a little bit older. Like 8 years old is technically old for gymnastics. A lot of girls start when they're like 3, so toddlers. But I don't know, I think like the day I started, my coach came up to my mom and said like she could do college gymnastics. Like she like definitely has the ability to do that. And my mom was kind of like terrified, I think, thinking like, are you stealing my child away? Like I don't want her to be in a gym for the next 17 years.
Yeah, this isn't China, luckily.
Yeah, which kind of ended up happening, actually. But
was it worth it?
Definitely worth it. And I think my mom would say the same thing. So,
how did BYU first come into the picture as far as pursuing a college gymnastics career?
How did BYU come in? So I'm actually, none of my family came to BYU. Like my parents, I guess my mom came to like a semester of BYU. My grandparents actually went to BYU, but besides that, all my sisters went to different universities. So it wasn't like really there until I got a little bit older. And then I think I actually had like kind of a pretty bad back injury my sophomore year of high school. And so when I came back, BYU kind of started recruiting me my junior year, and that's when I like decided BYU was the place I wanted to be.
Did that back injury affect how you competed or question whether you wanted to continue with gymnastics?
So it was like a year injury. Like I didn't do anything for like a year. And I mean, I think it just changed a lot of things about me. I think before I got injured, I was a little bit cocky, not quite as humble. And so I think getting that back injury like made me more humble and made me want to work hard to be as successful as I could, and I think I accomplished that goal.
Natasha, from what I know about you, I can't imagine you anything close to being cocky. So selfishly, I kind of want to see like that version of Natasha Marsh.
No, probably a good thing. Probably a reason that back injury happened. So
let's explore that a little bit. So when some people compete athletically, they're a different person.
Yeah.
Right? Do you feel like you're a different person when you compete, or are you the same person?
I think I'm the same person. I think most people could attest to that. Like, I'm pretty calm, like, just kind of go with the flow person. When I'm in a meet, I don't, like, get super excited. Like, I don't know, like, it's hard for me to, like, even celebrate a lot, which is a big part of gymnastics. Like, it's something I really have to work on. And so I think I'm just kind of the same person.
Well, you just let your teammates do the celebrating.
Exactly.
Because there is the group hug scenario very often in a gymnastics meet.
Smothering.
Yeah.
Yes, tell me, I'm awesome, celebrate for me.
Yeah, feel like you're at Cafe Rio. Smother, yes, please smother that. The kids will help with that Friday too, by the way.
Yeah.
Just the screaming. It's a fun situation, right?
Yeah, no, it's way fun.
I mean, do you zone that out? Can you hear them? Do they make it a funner meet?
I think that's just like a lot of energy, which is like super great. Like it's hard being in a place where it's like silent with like no one saying anything. So I think like
that's Studio B here for
so I think the kids like make it super fun. When I'm on the beam, I don't really like notice the screaming. It's just like so much noise that I can kind of block everything out.
I'm pretty sure you have like a 4.8 GPA as well, and you're studying accounting. So how in the world do you manage to stay on top of your schoolwork amidst such a taxing, grueling type of sport where there is so much training involved?
So I'm actually studying marketing.
Oh, it's marketing. It's not accounting.
No,
change your bio.
Yeah, I don't think it's gotten changed. But yeah, I don't know. Like with my major, it's a lot of group projects. So I think just like communicating with the people in my groups has been like the biggest like challenge, and like just letting them know like from the start like, hey, like I'm gonna be traveling every weekend this semester, so just kind of expect that. And I think also, like, I don't know, I've always just kind of considered gymnastics like my part-time job. Like, lots of kids have 20-hour jobs a week, so I've never really like considered myself like, oh, I'm so much more busy than the typical student, because I think everyone has their own things going on, and I'm not like atypical to be doing gymnastics 20 hours a week. So
we don't interview the other students, just the athletes. So yes, it is a step above, really. You scored a 9-9 on the beam against Utah. What went into that performance for you?
I think, well, like, we went into that meet like with a really clear plan, and like this whole preseason and coming up to the season, it's just been like we've mapped out what we're gonna do. So everyone has like a specific map of their routine, like every skill, every dance move, like they have something they're saying to themselves. And I think that's just kind of what we all knew we were doing. Like, we got up, like the first person went, like Cheyenne started us off like super strong, just like we know Cheyenne's gonna do every time. And then Abby Miner went up and just killed it. She's been like working her butt off in the gym and did exactly what we all expected her to do. And then just from there, we just did our plan. Like, it wasn't any different than what we had been doing in practice.
What are you thinking about on the beam?
I don't know. So, like, obviously, I'm not really thinking about, like, how to do my skills. Like, I feel like it's just muscle memory by now. Like, I don't have to think about what I'm doing. It's just more, like, words of confidence. And actually, at the Utah meet, they played a Michael Bublé song while I was going, which
And
I
you like Michael
I
Bublé.
love Michael
Yes,
Bublé.
we've discussed this on the air before.
And so I was like super excited when I got up on the beam. So I was like really calm and really excited, and I don't know, just happy that someone had turned on that song for me while I was going. So that was really fun. It was just like super fun getting to listen to that and do my beam routine.
Note to the in-house DJ, Michael Bublé for Natasha
Bublé.
Marsh. We would love for you to sign our Sailor Coug flag if you don't mind. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma to go and kill it
Yeah, good luck Friday.
against Utah State.
Thank you.